as you probably knew before, I've been kind of on this loose series. Every now and then I will review a short from Jim Simon, who is a great African-American animator. With him and Wantu Productions, made a lot of good animated shorts for Sesame Street and the Electric Company. One of his most famous is I Can Remember, where the girl says, was it a loaf of bread, a container of milk, and a stick of butter? Sorry, a loaf of bread, a container of milk, and a stick of butter. I gotta remember that when I go to the store later. That was kind of the big famous short, I Can Remember. Basically, his run is probably his most famous short he ever made. He actually made a sequel, which is what this is that I'm talking about today, which is Snow Day. It's the same little girl. The design looks pretty similar. It more looks different because there's a close-up towards the end and you think it looks different, and then I rewatched I Can Remember and went, oh no, it's actually the same. So, but this aired, first aired in 1972, apparently to various Wikipedias and so forth. It aired on November 22nd, 1972. They re-aired those things, and it was, keeping records of things from the early 1970s. So I'm just going to say, we'll take your word for it, I guess. It is the same little girl from the thing. It's kind of a nice little slice of life thing, which I wish this character had been more shorts. And if there were more shorts with her, someone please tell me, because I really like this character. It's basically like she sees it snowing, she lifts off everything she needs to put on to go out and play in the snow the next day. Her boots, her coat, her scarf so she doesn't get a sore throat, her gloves, and even her new sled. And she's all excited, and then she goes to bed, and then you see her wake up, put on all her things, go out in the snow falls on her, and she goes, oh, I forgot my sled. And that's it. And I really just like the little slice of life thing. It felt really great when my daughter Sophie and I watched it. She actually was like, well, I want to see her play in the snow. Like, that's it. And I like it for that, but I guess it is just kind of a very simple kind of thing. That memory of a good snow day, which now don't exist because of remote learning, which really stings. I love that feeling of like, I remember being a kid and thinking about what I'm going to wear, what I'm going to do next day on that snow day. And this film just gets that feeling. Is it as memorable as I Can Remember? No. But it is a very worthy follow-up. I think it shows what works so well about that character, because it just makes you kind of fall in love with like the idea of a little kid just being excited for the possibility of the next day. And I think what Jim Simon and Wantu Productions are really good at with this character, and even like the I'm 7 Years Old short, which I've also reviewed, is showing like that excitement, that feeling of being a kid. And I think this captures that so well, especially with the snow day, which I just got to experience with my daughter. So I think it's like knowing that they're going to get to play out in the snow and how much fun that's going to be. And I think that really works, especially like an urban snow day, which I definitely just experienced. It has that whole feeling throughout it. And I think Snow Day captures it so perfectly. It's just sort of magical and reminds you of the magic, the fun, and how free you felt on a good snow day.